Hi everybody, I hope you're doing super well today. Determinant articles are used almost 100% of the time before a noun, and also in other cases. What about learning it?
Une, des.
Is the first thing you are going to learn in this video. First and foremost, it's important to understand, when do we use them? So we use those three words when we speak about people, or things we don't know. We also call those articles, indefinite articles. Here is an example of a sentence with the word.
Un chat marche dans la rue.
A cat is walking in the street. So, because we use an indefinite article, we know that we are speaking about a cat we don't know. It's also important to choose between those three words depending on what we are speaking about. So, there are 4 different cases. The first one is when the noun after the article is masculine singular, and in this case, we use the word
un,
as we have seen with the previous example with the cat. I give you another example to illustrate the determining articles. A plane is in the sky.
Un avion est dans le ciel.
The second case is when the noun after the article is feminine singular, and in this case we use
Une.
You can see it in this example. A car is parked.
Une voiture est garée.
Now that we have seen singular, it's time for plural, and if the noun following the article is masculine plural, then we use the word
Des. Des oiseaux volent.
Birds are flying. We can see that in English, there is no article in plural, but in French, we use as an indefinite article the word
Des.
Last case is feminine plural, and in this case, we also use the word
Des.
So, no matter if it's masculine plural or feminine plural, we use the same indefinite article. An example with the feminine word turtle is, turtles are swimming.
Des tortues nagent.
In order to sum up in a different way, I show the difference between French and English. So you can see that for masculine singular we use a or in English, and in French we use
Un.
For feminine, again we use a or in English, but
Une.
in French, and finally for plural there is no article in English, and in French, we use
Des.
Now, we are going to see the other determining articles that I want to teach in today's video. Following the same pattern than previously, I will start by replying to the question, when do we use them? So, it's the opposite than before, because we use
Le, la, l'apostrophe, les.
when we speak about people or things that we know. So, the example is,
Le chat de la voisine marche dans la rue.
the neighbor's cat is walking down the street. So the difference between the example in the last section, and the one in this one is that we know the cat, because it's our neighbor's cat, so for that reason we use this definite article. So now, it's important to see the other definite articles, and when to use them. There are 6 different cases, and we are going to start with masculine singular followed by a noun with a consonant, and as we have seen in the previous example, we use
Le. Le voisin est heureux.
the neighbor is happy. Here we use a definite article, because we know our neighbor. Also, the noun is masculine, and we are speaking about one neighbor, so it's singular. Second case is almost the same as previously, the only difference is that the noun is starting by a vowel, or an H, and in this case, we use the letter L with an apostrophe.
L'aéroport est à 1 kilomètre.
The airport is 1 kilometer away. The noun is masculine singular, and his first letter is the vowel A, so we use L with an apostrophe. Third case is a feminine word singular, and followed by a noun with a consonant as a first letter. In this case, we use the word
La. La voiture est à moi.
The car is mine. Car in French is feminine, it's singular and it starts with a consonant, so the article is
la.
Fourth possibility, a feminine singular noun starting with a vowel. In this case, the article is L'. The example with a feminine singular noun starting with a vowel is, the shelf is full.
L'étagère est remplie.
The two last cases are about plurals, and the first one is masculine plural. You can see that there is no distinction between a word starting by a vowel or a consonant. We always write or say the word.
Les. Les hommes sont barbus.
Men are bearded, is an example of a sentence using this article. Last one is about feminine plural, and there we also use the word.
Les. Les maisons sont jolies.
The houses are pretty, is the last example, and in this example the noun is feminine plural, so we use the word.
Les.
Now a little sum up of what we have just seen, and also the difference between French and English. So we can see that in French, there are 6 cases. Where in English, we always use the same word. You will get used to it with practice. Before the exercises, I want to recap all the determining articles that we have seen today. So the indefinite and the definite articles. In that way, you will able to see all the possibilities in just one page. Therefore, the first question you need to ask yourself is, do you know the people or things? In case you answer yes to that question, you can ask yourself a second question, is it singular or plural? If it's singular, there are 3 cases. Is it a noun starting with vowel? Is it masculine starting with a consonant? Or is it feminine starting with a consonant? If it's a singular noun starting with a vowel, or an H for someone or something you know, you will use L' as an article. If it's a singular masculine noun starting with a consonant for someone or something you know, you will use as an article.
Le.
If it's a singular feminine noun starting with a consonant for someone or something you know, you will use as an article.
La.
Last case for the definite determining article is plural nouns. In this case, we use
Les.
Now in the case, we don't know the people or things, there are 2 different cases, singular or plural. If it's singular, there are again 2 cases, masculine or feminine. If it's masculine, the article is
un.
In an opposite way, if it's feminine, we use the article
Une.
Finally, for plural nouns, we use the indefinite article
Des.
I hope the 3 different ways I used to teach you those articles help you to learn them, and you have the opportunity to verify it with the exercises I prepared for you. Here is the exercise. You will have as a total 10 sentences to create by making link between the left and the right propositions. I choose to make 10 sentences, because I wanted to cover all the possibilities we have seen today. You can also see that I write in light blue masculine nouns, and the feminine one in pink, because I'm not sure you know all the nouns in this exercise, and neither if you know if it's feminine or masculine. So let's start with the first one. If you need time to think about it, don't hesitate in pausing the video. So the only possibility that works is
Le voisin a 28 ans.
the neighbor is 28 years old. And the reason for this is because we know our neighbor, it starts with a consonant and it's singular. I know that there are lots of criteria, but by practicing you will understand it, and it will turn to be automatic. So, for the next sentence, what do you think the right answer is? So before a masculine noun when you speak about something or someone you don't know, because it's an indefinite article, and it also has to be singular. Therefore, for all that reasons, the right answer is a kid plays in the park.
Un enfant joue dans le parc.
What about the next one? We always use this article in front of a noun in plural. You have the choice between the second and last sentences, but in the last sentence we are speaking about keys in the corridor, so the keys are ours. In the second sentence, books are in the library, so they are not ours. So this sentence is the right one because it's an indefinite article, so the correct sentence is, books are in the library.
Des livres sont à la bibliothèque.
What about the penultimate article? As I just said before, the keys are ours, and therefore we need a definite article. So the answer is the keys are in the corridor.
Les clés sont dans mon couloir.
The last one is obvious, but do you know why?
L'anniversaire de Mathilde est jeudi.
Matilda's birthday is Thursday, is the right answer, because the noun starts with a vowel. We are speaking Matilda, who is someone we know, so we use a definite article. Therefore, for all those reasons, the right article is L'. We have done the 5 first sentences, and here are the 5 latest sentences, so let's move on to the next one. Could you tell me how the sentence ends?
Les voitures sont à moi.
The cars are mine is correct, because it's plural and the cars are mine, so I own them. For those reasons, we use this definite article. What about the next one? As I explained you at the beginning of the video,
Une.
is an indefinite article for feminine noun, and it's also singular. So the right answer is,
Une histoire pour les enfants.
what about the next one? As there is only one plural noun in the possibilities, the right answer is,
Des chats sont au refuge.
cats are at the shelter. And it's because there are cats in the shelter, we don't know which one, so it's indefinite. The next is L'. Where do you place it?
L'hirondelle vole.
The swallow flies is the right answer. And the last one, the key opens this door.
La clé ouvre cette porte.
In this sentence, it might be a situation where you have a key in your hand, and someone tells you which door you can open. Alright. So, it's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it's the case, you can press the like button, subscribe to receive notifications when I post new videos, and also share this video with people interested in learning French. Thank you for watching. See you soon.